It's grand finals of the first ever Fortnite Championship Series. Europe's most famous trio, Mongraal, Mitro, and BenjyFishy, currently sit in first place and need just 4 more games of consistent play to become the tournament's first ever champions and secure their spot as the most dominant trio to play the game. But then...
So they're right next to it. Benji is down though. Check this out, a Brute is trying to contest them right now in retail.
I think a Brute is contesting them right now in retail, just opting to grab it and go, and Mitro and Mongraal disengage.
So, how do we get here? Following the World Cup, Fortnite announced the Fortnite Championship Series, which would start in the final season of Chapter 1, Season X. While the Fortnite community was excited for the greater emphasis that was being put on competitive, they were not happy about some of the changes in Season X. There were broken items like the Junk Rift, there were rift zones like Tilted Town where building was disabled, or Greasy Grove where players were spontaneously subjected to But what upset people the most was the mechs. The mechs were overpowered, had basically no counter, and all of these things were in competitive lobbies. All of them. Pros were upset about an unbalanced and goofy meta, but the prize pool certainly alleviated some of that frustration. Into this picture comes the most famous Fortnite trio, Mongraal, Mitro, and BenjyFishy. All three had just competed in the Fortnite World Cup. Mongraal and Benji were also among the handful of players who qualified for both the solo and duo events. Mongraal and Mitro had come 6th in duos, and Mongraal came 13th in solos. Benji placed 14th in duos with Mr. Savage and 25th in solos. So coming into EU FNCS, they were ready to absolutely dominate. And they took the competitive scene by storm. They won 2 out of 4 Cash Cups, came 2nd with their worst placement being 9th. Season X had 5 weeks of qualifiers before heats and grand finals. They played in all 5 and placed 2nd, 1st, 2nd, 1st, and 1st, winning well over 100 grand each. And you guessed it, they won their heat to qualify to grand finals. We cannot discuss MMB's success to this point without discussing their drop spot. In Season X, Retail Row was broken, and they had it uncontested. It had multiple zombie spawners that once destroyed dropped amazing loot. So each game when they left retail, they were popping off. Because of their track record, drop spot, and their recent dominance, basically everyone thought they would win.
They are definitively the best and set up for success right now. If you aren't able to take away retail from them or find a way to limit their success coming out of it, but like, I don't want to challenge them when they have all that loot, do you? Because clearly the rest of Europe, and I mean, they're much better than me. That's for sure. This is the best of the best again.
So in game 1, they had insane loot as usual, and they had some issues on Surge until someone decided to give them a free kill.
Retail, we've heard, if you look around online, you watch other people's streams, the cons that they talk about say, oh, those are the guys from retail, don't push them, because they know that they're already kitted. Wait,
delivery,
Luki
hello.
pushing inside, hello, finds that first one, a freebie essentially.
You gotta knock on the door and have permission before you walk in someone's house, or you're gonna get met with the pump.
After some truly iconic Mr. Savage gameplay,
So good, you better abuse it every chance you get, but catches.
Kaiser eats a huge one.
Move.
What a shot from Mr. Savage. He had no materials prior to that point. He's actually going to use the zone there.
Stop.
Catches Dollar C, who had a great day yesterday, but not today, buddy. Mr. Savage is on fire as he almost catches a third.
all of a sudden, MMB appeared on height and managed to take the first game painlessly. 5 more games to cap one of the most iconic runs of all time. Game 2. Same story, great loot coming out of retail. They get a nifty grenade kill. They eliminate a trio using their gold infantry rifles. Look how much Dr. Lupo freaked out about Mongraal with the infantry rifle.
Back, Mongraal, the infantry rifle. Watch the shots. Non-stop hit after hit. Players flying in from above. This is absolute insanity.
Mongraal goes down with 33 players left, but Mitro and BenjyFishy managed to clutch them up to 9 eliminations and placement points. So after game 2, they're in first and can put the tournament away with one more big game. Game 3 starts out normally, but then the mech. Benji goes down, Mongraal and Mitro die rotating without any heals. Fremont, Kuriachi, and Kong continued to abuse the mech strategy.
That's so cool that they used this to draw all the aggro, and then they got the flank, and that's what gave them the edge. But this is still the other two of the most powerful trios. Mitro gets dropped there.
Mongraal even maybe died to Cube Fiends.
Mongraal went down just before. So
I
that's
think
tough.
Mongraal might have got pinned by Cube Fiends.
You think so?
I didn't see the tag that went down. I didn't see Fremont and Kira get an elim point, and yeah, I think he got pinned in the corner by some Cube Fiends. I'm not positive, but I mean, just that is awful.
Game 5, no mech, but they got contested, and then that fight got third-partied, and then died early in Game 6.
Falling victim to a trap play indeed, and now he's out of builds. He gets collapsed on, just showing that Karashi makes the better of him right here.
We've seen in some of the qualifying weeks that
Fremont
Shock is
goes
going to have a
down.
huge effect. Benji now, it looks like he's the last alive, does get some
Launching.
Elim points. As a timer on his clock too, this could prove so bad for them ultimately at the end. A pickup from Marcus C and Ketcher coming in, adapting their game style early game, a bit too much for the plate of MMB to handle.
Only earned 2 more points for the rest of the tournament, dropping them down to 10th. So that's the story of MMB, who in Season X were Fortnite Competitive's best trio. But how did the rest of the lobby fare? Current stars like Andretta, Mr. Savage, Thomas HD, Chapix, and the streamer Motor all managed top 10 placements. Reigning Duo World Cup champion Aqua, Stompy, and Shinken ended up winning and splitting almost $500,000. The stories we love live with us forever. While Season X was not strictly speaking the end of MMB, it was when they burned the brightest. We thank you for watching all this way. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe.